everyone! So for today's video, I thought I would do the Booktube Newbie Tag. I haven't done this tag before and I felt like I should do it now before it got too late. I've been on Booktube now for about 4 to 5 months and I feel like I'm still new enough that I can do this tag, and yeah, I'm doing it. Let's get into it. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And I think the answer is the same as everybody else. I like books. I like to read books. I like to write books. I like to collect books. I like to talk about books. So of course I'm going to want to be a part of the Booktube community. I watched videos, like Booktube videos, and I just really loved the community and wanted to become a part of that, so I decided to start my own channel. The second question is, what are some fun, unique things that you can bring? So I am going to try to talk about more adult fantasy. I find a lot of fantasy that gets talked about on Booktube is YA fantasy, and I also want to talk about more new age, spirituality, self-help books. Have become a huge part of my life, and I just really want to be able to talk to you guys as well about them, because those are still books and I can still recommend those. So I want to talk about those as well, and I'm kind of grouping the term new age, I'm grouping basically everything under that. So under that I'm saying self-help, spirituality, holistics, aromatherapy, crystals, tarot, everything basically I'm putting under like new age, and we'll use that term to basically describe everything like that. But that is what I also want to bring to my Booktube channel. The third question is, what are you most excited about for this channel? And basically I'm just excited about talking to you guys about books. I'm excited to really have some really deep conversations with you guys. I know not everybody likes the same books, everybody has different opinions and different tastes, so I really want to be able to create a space where we can discuss those differences, discuss the similarities, the differences, and just kind of have a safe space where everyone can voice their opinions and not feel like they can be attacked. And as long as there are respectful discussions happening in the comments, I think that's great. We need to talk about books from all angles, from all sides, and it doesn't matter what the book is, if it's Harry Potter or if it's something really obscure. Like, I think all these books need to be talked about from all different angles. The next question is, why do you love reading? I don't know where to start. I love reading because I've always loved reading, basically. I'm pretty sure I was born with a book in my hand. I have never not liked reading. I know a lot of people say that they used to like reading when they were younger and then kind of fell out of love and then got into reading, got reintroduced back into reading. And I never had that. I've just always been a reader. I remember when I was younger, my dad always reading to me before bed. We would go to the bookstore and I would get to pick out 1 or 2 books. When I was 3 years old, I dislocated my arm because I didn't want to leave a bookstore. So yeah, if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. But yeah, I have always loved reading. Nothing has really triggered that love. I think my parents definitely helped to put me on that path, but I wouldn't say that there was any specific thing that really made reading click for me. It's just something I've always loved doing. The next question is, what book or series got you into reading? So again, to go back to the last question, nothing really got me into reading, like my parents got me into reading. But if we're going to talk about a series where I took my reading to like the next level, there is a series. So that series is Harry Potter, so I just have it in the box set because I'm too lazy to take it out, and there are newspaper clippings in here. But yeah, Harry Potter is the series that really kind of took my reading to the next level. Maggie and Papa gave me this box set when I was 8, I want to say. Yeah, it was like 8. And then I basically just kind of went. This was the first series where I always was at the store before it opened so that I could get my book. I distinctly remember my mom going to the bookstore and picking it up for me as soon as the store opened, and I would come down to breakfast and there would be the book, and that's the first time that has ever happened. That's probably the only time that's ever happened also. There hasn't really been another series or author where I've been like, I must line up to purchase this book. I also don't think there has been anything really to the extent of the Harry Potter series, except for maybe the Game of Thrones series, that has had that kind of like infamy. But I would say Harry Potter is the series that really kind of took my love of reading to like an obsession. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? So I would say my favorite booktuber is probably Haley in Bookland, and that is just because we have a lot of similarities. We both did our undergrads in English. We both work at the same bookstore, so it's like a chain, so I don't like actually work at the same bookstore as her, but I work at the same chain of bookstore. So I really kind of feel a connection that way. She is a writer. I am also a writer. She wants to get into publishing. I was in publishing. So I think there's a lot of similarities. So she resonates a lot with me, and also her taste in books. And I think I would probably just ask her how she reads so much and how she finds so much time to write. Basically just how is she productive? How is she productive? She just seems to like be so on top of everything, and I feel like my life just like kind of falls apart just with like my management skills. So I would just ask her how she does that to read like 15 books a month and write and work and have a social life and, you know, all those things. That's what I would ask her. So the last question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And I think that's probably going to be coming up with content and filming. I don't know if you guys know, I think I've mentioned it a couple times, but I'm a master's student and I have a job and I have a boyfriend and I have friends. And so it's very difficult to find time to actually film and then to also come up with ideas so that I'm not just doing the same books or the same videos all the time. I want to try to keep it different, and I do still want to have hauls, and I want to have reviews, and I want to do tags, but I also want them to be kind of like fun and different, and I don't want to do like 5 tags in a row because I couldn't think of something to do. So I want to try to kind of stay original, but also do the videos that I want and also just find the time to do those videos. So I think that's going to be the biggest issue, just with like my school and workload and everything like that. So yeah, those will be the biggest issues for sure. Alright, that is it. Thank you all for watching this video. If you would like to do the video, feel free. I tag everybody. I think everyone should just be able to do tag videos. Just everybody do them. Just do them. I tag everybody. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!